Donald Trump has arrived in Tokyo on the second stop of his 5-day tour of Asia, where trade is top of his agenda. The US president received a royal welcome ahead of his meeting with Japan's first female Prime Minister.
President Trump arriving in Japan Monday, part of a nearly week-long Asian tour focused on tariffs and trade. Behind the scenes, U.S. negotiators say they've reached a framework for a deal to head off Trump's proposed 100% tariff on Chinese imports.
I think we're going to have a successful transaction for both countries.
Trump is set to meet with China's president Thursday in South Korea, where he could possibly sign a deal on TikTok, which would allow the popular app to keep operating in the U.S. under the control of American investors.
It's the art of the deal, what's in the realm of the possible on making sure this becomes a U.S. company. But we should never forget that President Xi is also playing from the art of war and trying to aggressively go after ways that they can advise or even manipulate the U.S. population if TikTok remains in Chinese hands.
President Trump will also attend the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Forum in South Korea before he returns home Thursday. But Trump said he'd extend his trip if he can get a meeting with North Korean dictator Kim Jong-un.
I got along great with Kim Jong-un. I liked him. He liked me. If he wants to meet, I'll be in South Korea.
One world leader Trump will likely not meet with in South Korea is Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, after an Ontario government ad used a Ronald Reagan speech to criticize tariffs. Over the weekend, President Trump announced an additional 10% tariff on Canadian goods because of the ad.